Alright guys, welcome back. It's time to continue on. Let's go ahead and keep on trucking. What do you got here?
If you're buying, I'm selling.
Oh.
See you then.
Oh.
Well met, friend.
I'll grab one potion.
Here you are.
Just because they've been
Safe travel.
somewhat stingy lately. Alright. That was tough. Alright.
The Deadlands are aptly named.
I didn't realize they were this close.
No wonder their crops are failing. The blight is leaching the ether from the soil. And when the last drop is drained, their fields will turn to this.
I gotta turn the volume up.
No
I forgot.
animals, no
I was
life.
recording for Skyrim and I had the volume a lot lower.
I suppose that's one small mercy.
What soul it is then?
What's this? Another relic of the fallen.
Maybe it'll come in handy later. I don't know. The fuck was I gonna say? Oh, volume. I lowered the...
We won't be able to use any magic here.
Another thing to worry about. As if the absence of ether didn't cause enough problems.
Oh, interesting.
Take away the lad's life force. And problems are all that's left.
Well, that potion was wasted. Anyway. I lowered the game audio just a hair. Because when looking back,
I can hardly imagine what this place used to look like before the blight took it.
I remember. It was beautiful.
it was kind of hard to hear. Like, you could hear me, but you could sometimes not make out what I was saying when it got, like, real crazy. Times, like, say, like, the fight, the Ifrit versus Garuda fight.
There it is. Phoenix Gate. Where it all went wrong.
Come on, Clive. It's time to discover the truth.
I'm almost, like, half expecting her to do one of Tifa's poses, like, you know, one of those poses.
It's almost as if time had stood still.
I suppose no one had any cause to return here. No. It's just as I left it.
It says the Imperials left it. With some of your help. Oh! The ashes of Where he fucking killed Joshua. Holy shit.
Have a look around.
That's crazy.
Could I have done this?
Could anyone? What is it, Torgal? Clive.
That's him.
Oh shit.
He's the only one who can tell me what happened. I have to know.
Person who just whispered me, I see your whisper. I'm doing okay. I can't answer by chat right now. Just I don't know if you're actively watching right now or not.
Where is he?
Nowhere to be seen.
Damn it! He's like a bloody eel.
What is this place, anyway? Some sort of shrine?
Oh, sorry. You've never been here before. This is the Hall of the Gate.
The gate?
It's a relic of the Fallen. Only the Phoenix's dominant can open it.
Hence the castle's name. This was where Joshua was supposed to...
Yes. He would have stepped through this door the next morning and listened to the words of our ancestors.
Let me guess it's been opened.
Would you have gone with him?
No. The apodatory is holy ground. None but the dominant may enter. I and the other shields would have stood guard here and prayed for my brother's safe return. Where the hell did he go?
Perhaps he went inside.
He couldn't have. He'd need the power of the Phoenix. Thank you, Joshua.
Are you sure about this?
Nevermore. Another gate. Let's see if this one opens.
Interesting.
Could this place really be a fallen ruin?
You could hardly call it a ruin. It's perfect. Like it was built yesterday.
Have you ever seen anything like this? Jill?
here we go.
What do we do?
The usual.
That was so difficult.
More trouble.
Sorry, give me 1 sec. There we go. Something happened on my computer. There we go. I feel like we're in the fucking Jedi Temple right now. Jesus. That's what it looks like. Plus they have lightsabers and shit. This is the Jedi Temple.
That's enough. How can these things still function?
How can any of this? This must be what the fallen ruins were like before they fell.
Maybe we'll get to get some answers here. Be interesting. I just don't know where the story's gonna go from here. Unless it's gonna focus on him trying to regain his empire. Or regain his his homeland. So it seems like it could be setting up for. It's a good thing I stopped when I did yesterday then.
Looks like it could take a beating.
Then let's give it one.
Yeah. It keeps doing that the second I release it.
You're right.
A little help.
In all honesty, it's probably me, but
Garuda, lend me your strength.
thought I got that off in time.
Not this time.
make sense to you?
None. Let's find the hooded man and leave.
Oh yeah, Prince. I'm enjoying this game. I actually, this is a pretty good game so far, man. Thanks for stopping by. Have you beaten this yet?
Whatever they are, I don't think they're friendly.
You know what's weird is like elemental weaknesses don't seem to like exist in this game. Like I just used fire on a bomb, and normally that would they have fire eater in a lot of like Final Fantasies. Well, self-destruct. Oh, okay. Gotcha. You know what it's like, Prince? It's like, it's not, I was expecting it to be more like, Final Fantasy 15, but it's actually a little bit, like, gameplay-wise, it's actually a little bit more like DMC than it is Final Fantasy 15, but it has, like, elements of Final Fantasy in it. But it does have, like, yeah, like, like, Warp Strike, obviously, like, from 15 is still kind of there, but...
Would Joshua have had to run this gauntlet too?
No. At least not that I ever heard about. I imagine the Phoenix would receive a warmer welcome.
Here we go again. Where will we end up this time?
Surrounded by contraptions hell-bent on murdering us, I expect. Could the hooded man really have taken this path?
We won't know until we've followed it all the way to the end. Come on, let's keep looking.
What's interesting about this game, I find, is like it's not like some people I know like are not really a fan of. I know like 15's kind of like split on. They're trying. Okay, so now they're dead. People are kind of split on 15, and it's like I feel like if you don't really like 15's gameplay style, it could be you could still like this game because it's different enough. You trash it, DMC. Well, I'm not great at it either, and I'm not doing poorly. It's just like the main elements of it. It's less about like, you know, combos than DMC, but it's a little bit more like, can you dodge at the right time? So if you can like kind of time dodges and just kind of like have like a decent flow, I guess. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but there's just a lot of things that are like elements that kind of make sense. If you have played DMC at least. I'm not really great at them either. Like, I always play them on like the lower difficulties to play the games. I don't know. But I feel like if you like 15's gameplay, you'd probably like this game. But I don't think the other way around like necessarily applies. So like if you don't like 15's gameplay, you may still like this. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Like, I'm not always the best at articulating this kind of stuff. So just need to get rid of something here. But yeah, I'm sure like you understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's a good game for sure. Like I like the story too. I like everything so far in this game. I have like minor complaints, but like nothing like major. Yeah.
That'll help.
Jeez. Fuck. Okay.
My wounds, boy.
I need to grab whatever this is, just in case it goes away. Yeah.
Toggle. Can't take much more of this.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it's like I hope it stays the way it does. Like honestly, it's good.
My wounds, boy. Too slow.
Shit.
To end this quickly.
I would also somewhat liken it to like 13 in the way that there are like some enemies like this. Like this is not even really a boss. This is just like a mini boss. Where there's like enemies in 13 that like take a while to kill.
Flames to me.
And it's also sort of linear like 10 or 13 is. So there's not like a whole lot of like divergence in terms of like exploring. There's a little bit, but like yeah, I would say like it's a little bit more like of a linear Final Fantasy like 13 or 10.
That's enough.
More closer to 13 than 10 so far.
It's over.
Look out! There's more of them.
They'll fall like the rest.
Shit.
Toggle.
Really trying to like save my like healing shit.
Not this time.
Yeah, shit like this puzzles me though. Like I hit you with a fire attack, like a bomb that's usually like impervious to fire. And if anything, eats fire. In like Final Fantasy X. Yeah, if you can live with it, like I don't mind. I honestly don't mind. Like I know people would complain about 13's linearity. I honestly don't. I didn't give a shit that much about it. It wasn't that big of a deal when all was said and done.
Finished.
I fucking love that. When you level up, all your health comes back. Like I prefer it a little bit more like 10, where there's like some a little bit less, but like yeah, like 13 was fine. it worked well enough, I guess. I had other problems with 13, but like, that was still a fun game, despite it being linear.
I don't like this.
Seems the feeling's mutual.
An actual... Oh, Iron Giant. Let's go. And, like, this is an actual boss. Let's see. Glad I leveled up when I did. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not, like, the biggest fan of 13, don't get me wrong, but, like, I think the game's a little overhated. Like, I'll say it, even though it's an unpopular opinion. And I'll be like one of the few people, and I'll be the first to say I liked 15 from the start as well. Even when it was still incomplete, I still really enjoyed the game. Potion here. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I know. I mean, they're done with 15. They really, I guess they didn't. I guess Nomura didn't like him. Press the attack. Oh, okay, interesting. This is new. Oh fuck. Okay. Forspoken. I never played Forspoken. Yeah, I mean, like, they clearly had like a bone to pick. Like, that's the thing about like Nomura is like, he really doesn't give a lot of love to a lot of other developer, you know, like, I guess people in charge or executive producers, whatever. Like, obviously, like, I was like surprised that we even got like freaking Setzer in Kingdom Hearts 2. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't missing anything. I heard it was bad. Ooh, I got a parry. Dude, the parries are like completely accidental when I get them. I swear to God. I'm just not good at getting those. Alright, that should be it.
Wake wins.
Yeah. I'll also say this is one of the best uses of summoning in this game. Like the summons, rather.
What are these creatures? And why do they keep attacking us?
Not necessarily summoning, but like the summons.
Themselves the same thing. We're the ones trespassing here. They're just protecting their home.
It's really cool. They like really tied the summons into the story.
Look.
Is that some kind of mural?
It's worth a closer look, whatever it is.
Yeah, a lot of these are just like, okay, thank God. A lot of these are like cooldowns, I think, or damage buffs for those specific. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I still, I think I want to stay with, so they're called like icons with EI instead of EIKONS. Yeah, they always call them something different. Espers, Eidolons, Aeons. They call them like icons. But they're really well tied in the story. And, without saying too much, like, the way they use them is like fucking cool. Also, we might get a pretty big lore drop here, so I don't know if you want to avoid the spoiler or not.
All right then.
A lich? Need to find its phylactery. Oh, you don't care. Okay. Fair enough. So if you don't care about spoilers, so basically, like, the icons are like characters, like people who are imbued with the power of, like, the summons. So, in, like, Clive's case, the main character who I'm playing as right now, he's imbued with, like, Ifrit's power. And, like, if you, after a while, he can actually, like, right now he can't control it, but he can turn into Ifrit. And, like, there's a point in this game where you actually fight as Ifrit against Garuda. So it's more of like an Aeon transformation than it is like actually like summoning them. Jesus Christ.
Just though. My wounds, boy.
Yeah, it is sick. And the girl, Jill, who's with me here, she has, she's, Shiva's, so she has, like, ice powers. But, I guess the gimmick with Clive, the main character, is he can steal powers for some reason. We haven't quite figured that out yet, why, but, like, if you see me switch to wind, it's because, like, he stole, like, powers, some of the powers from the wind person. I don't understand that yet. They haven't really explained it yet, why he can do that. So, like, I'm switching, you can switch styles, like, mid-combo and shit, like, hence the DMC, like, stuff. You're dumb.
Like the others.
It would seem this place holds even more secrets than we thought.
I don't know if it's my favorite use of summonings, but it's definitely close. Like, it's definitely up there. Like, I would say, like 10. Like 10, is up there. To like 15. If they weren't so, like, rare, 15 would have the, like, they had the coolest of the summons, like, for sure. It was, like, just the scale of the summons in that game was fucking incredible. I just wish it wasn't, like, I wish you could use it more. But I also know it would have been OP at the same time, I don't know. I do also like the way they do it in 7 Remake. It was a good, I mean, in all honesty, like, summons, there are very few times that they do them poorly, but I don't know, some are better than others. Thank God they're giving me potions.
That's better.
Yeah, it's like one of my minor complaints about this game, Prince, is like that the potions and shit like that, they only let you stockpile a very small amount. So like potions, you can only have 4 potions at a time. Like high potions 3. And I haven't seen like any other type of potion yet, so... Yeah, the save your ass mechanic. And it would always be like Rama, right? I think whenever it was like as a save your ass type of thing. It felt like, or it was like Rama was like a time limit, I think, and then he would just show up.
Lights.
Well, that did something.
Like Leviathan was like such a cool summon in that game though, oh my gosh. They were all great, though. Am I going the right way? Yeah, it's been a few years for me for 15 as well.
So, it isn't a dead end after all.
Apparently not.
It all seems to lead to this room.
And look what's in it.
Alright, here we go.
How old do you suppose this is? 1,000 years? More?
I don't know. I've never seen anything like it before. Who is that in the middle, do you think? Some sort of god? You're him. The second dominant of fire. Who are you?
Wait, what? It was different than the last time that person took off the hood, unless it's a different person.
I'm back. Joshua! Stop it! Please! Stop!
What the fuck is going on?
I did this. I killed him. Joshua chose me to be his shield. He gave me his blessing and asked me to keep him safe. I should have protected him that day. It was my duty.
Clive.
Joshua. I'm sorry. I failed you. Joshua died. I killed him. And I blamed another for what I did. To spare myself the guilt. I feared that by accepting it, I would lose what little was left of me. So I ran. From everything. And now? Are you ready to accept the truth? I am. I know it won't be easy, but what I must do so that Joshua's soul can finally rest in peace.
This game really keeps you guessing, I'll tell you that. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. So we knew this information, but why did the person in the hood change? What the fuck?
No matter how bitter the truth that awaits me, I will press on. Come, Ifrit. Show me who you truly are.
I'm fighting Ifrit. And of course I don't have full health. Oh, God. I feel like they're about to lay another freaking bomb on us. Like another lore bomb that I'm not thinking of. Like, that it wasn't him, but it was, but it wasn't. Like, what the fuck?
Too slow.
I'm content doing this for a bit. Alright. Get out of the way. Yeah, that's what it seems like. I hope so. Kind of fucking cool. Shit. All I gotta say though is Clive is a great character. Like, he really is a really good character. And he's a character that I like the main character has to be good. Like, I'm controlling him this entire time. Like, he looks fucking cool. He's a good character. Like, I like this. I know this game is pretty mixed as far as like reviewers go, but I can understand where some people like may not like the game, but man, like I do. I'm quite enjoying this game. I know I'm doing this like the snail way, but in all fairness, like going up close is like suicide. I can dodge this shit. It's like, there's like a ton of melee attacks though. I can actually kind of charge him now. I'm about to get this. Yeah, seriously. Like, I charged in just a little bit, and, like, he fucked my shit up. This is actually not going that slow either. Like, I'm still kind of actually... I'm dealing a lot of damage. Like, as soon as he's staggered, like, it's over.
Not this time. Not this time.
I'm gonna go in a little bit here. Or not. Alright, let's go. Yeah. Shrek'd.
Still you deny it. Even when the truth's staring right at you. Come on, Clive. Face your fears.
Some Kingdom Hearts shit.
Too slow. Not this time.
Yeah, cover yourself.
Can't take much more of it.
I like to think Nomura, like, just showed up at this point of development and they're like, Nomura-san, what do we do? I have a great idea.
Flames to me. Too slow.
Oh, yeah. Damn, he's got a lot of health, man. Even staggered, Jesus. I don't have the health for this shit. I don't have the, like, the resources.
What? I see.
He's going Super Saiyan.
Example. Too slow.
Oh, are we about to learn some new abilities? Fucking go.
Not this time.
Oh my gosh. Yo. Are we gonna get this? The double trigger? Bring it. The double trigger. It's complete.
Not this time.
Ow.
Not this time.
Just have to like bet that something's gonna happen after I stagger him second time. Oh. Wait, Crimson Rush. That's from Final Fantasy VII Remake. That was like the Kadaj or whatever, dude in the last Final Fantasy VII Remake. I think. Oh, shit. It's my last potion. Shit, he's using the same shit against me. He used the magic burst. I'm thinking a Crimson Twist, maybe. I can use, I guess, just the tonic for the first time. God damn, bro. I'm about to die. He's almost freaking done too. Please tell me that's it. I don't have to actually beat him, or they'll restore my health or something.
No escape, eh? It's all right. I'm done running from you. Together.
Oh, let's
It's time
go.
to find out who we are. Once and for all.
Here it is, the devil trigger.
Show yourself, Ifrit.
Can I have some health back, please? For the love of God. I have to, like, be really cautious. Oh, I'm getting my health back. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it is fucking dope. Oh my gosh, dude. What? What is going on? Let's play some fucking video games. One of the best fights in the game. Yeah, I would say so. This is so cool. This is the apocalypse Aquarius moment for Clive.
Enough. I know the truth of it now. You are not Ifrit. I am.
Yeah, how does this fight keep getting better? What the fuck is going on? What were they on? We're gonna fight as Ifrit. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Sorry, I'm out the way. Thanks for stopping by. That was sick. The circle is now complete. We can now use Devil Trigger. We've gone full DMC.
Clive, are you all right?
Jill. It's nothing. I'll be fine. more chasing shadows. The hooded man isn't here. We should go.
Yeah, I'll say. Yeah, set piece fights, man. Square is just incredible at it. That brought me right back to like I said, Apocalypsis Aquarius from 15. That was so sick.
Clive, are you sure you're all right? Whatever it is, you can tell me.
I had a hard enough time telling myself. I awakened as a dominant of fire, right here in this castle, and I've been running from it ever since. But now I know for certain who I really am. The second icon of fire, who killed my brother and burned this castle to the ground, was me. Ifrit.
Clive.
I took so many lives that night, and destroyed so many more, including yours. And I must atone for the crimes I've committed. But not before I learn the whole truth. How can a second icon of fire even exist? And why was I chosen as its dominant? Who is the hooded man who brought us here? And what does he want? I need to know. And since I'm still breathing, I might as well make myself useful.
We'll find your answers together. I want to learn the truth too. There'll be time enough for atonement when we're done.
I was hoping you'd say that. I don't think I could do this without you. You never were one to hide from the truth, even when we were young. And you haven't changed a bit.
You're wrong. I have changed. But I don't want to be that person anymore. The things she did were unforgivable. And yet, they're what brought us back together.
Thank you, Jill.
If he is here, then the disturbance I felt at the care must have been confounded. The hour is later than I thought.
I was hoping we would learn more about him, but that's all right. We got plenty.
Tell me, who did this, or I'll see you suffer the same fate.
The man who delivered the coffer said Sid paid him.
I let you run amok with the rest of your rats, and this is how you repay me? Find out where he is. I'll crush him, flay him, rip out his heart, him and all his filthy brood, and send every last one of them to hell.
Yo, Thanos got angry, man. Look at him. He's had he's had hard times after being deleted from the Marvel universe. I'm guessing it's Benedicta. Something to do with her. Like her head or something.
Benedicta.
Yeah. He does. He looks like him. He looks like Thanos. Dollar store Thanos. Yeah, I couldn't afford the purple makeup. Let's see. Limit Break. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's literally Devil Trigger. It's cool.
So, what next?
We return to Eastpool. I promised the mayor I'd talk to him again. About Lady Hannah, amongst other things.
I have
Though she may be
no
loath to leave,
items.
I can't help thinking she'd be safer with Sid too.
And now I have one of
We should
each.
arrange an introduction then.
I almost want to make a meme too, like, if anyone's ever seen The Sopranos, where like he's like raging and he says Benedicta and it just cuts to Ralphie going, he's getting so angry all over some dead Hua.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Come on.
Alright, they're kind. They're giving me potions now. This is good.
What happened here?
Imperials,
Of course.
you'll pay for this.
We've got a live one.
Yeah, responsible.
What are you doing here? Answer me!
Remember our orders? No survivors.
Who would order such a thing?
What if I don't want to initiate limit break yet? Let's save it. I'm not in danger yet. I run low on... Yeah, Imperial's always... This is true.
Thought you could escape us, did you, Branded? You were born a slave, and you'll die one. Kill all the ducal dogs!
Ducal dogs? They were innocent people! The Empire will never fail!
The god on purpose.
It's over. That's enough. It's over.
Hans, you can bring the Flammenwerfer whenever. You have my permission.
It's over.
I hope so. We need some Panzerschreck and also the mustard gas.
All must burn! The bearers and those who sheltered them. By Empress Annabella's command!
My mother ordered this.
Of course she did.
Clive,
I know. It could wait. There's more of it.
Now use it. Trusty shot. That's good. We're gonna need it. Oh, look at that. I already almost have full. Already have like one bar of limb break. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's a good way of like healing without items. Anything for more self-sustaining because they don't give me like a lot of because you're so limited on how many potions you can have at once. Cool. This game gets better. Like, it just keeps getting better.
I'm sorry, Lady
Fuck.
Anna. You deserved so much better. All of these people did. Better than my mother.
I'm about, I want to say, a little over 10 hours into the game, Prince, of gameplay
Oh, we're too late. Gav,
/ cutscenes.
Clive. Acting on the orders of the Duchess, eh? We knew East Pool was harbouring bearers. Thought they were safe enough hidden up here, but someone must have let slip.
Yeah, I've got to
If they'd have
use some
only come
points.
to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen. Fuck!
Check that out.
My mother always did despise bearers. The way Father embraced them when the other nations spat on them as slaves. The way an accident of birth gave them a power that others lacked.
But why kill everyone? They meant no harm. They just wanted to be free.
This world judges that a crime punishable by death. Which is why we're going to change it. Gav, we want to help.
Thought you'd got your own stuff to be getting on with.
We do. But it can wait.
In that case, we should head back and tell Sid you've had a change of heart. He was always on it yet to join us.
All right.
And we'd best be quick. Last I heard, he was planning another excursion.
What about the villagers?
Aye. Can I leave yous lot to take care of things here?
Of course. We'll make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you. All of you.
When you're ready, then.
I'm probably a bit underpowered, to be honest, because I haven't used my points in a while. But I've also been doing okay.
Now, rats, lead me to your nest. Lord Kupka has a message for your leader. If only he knew where to send it.
I see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into it a little bit more, just because. But I mean, so far I'm not doing bad. It's just like there's certain things with that I could be a little bit more optimized. Maybe.
To Sid Solar, then. We have a lot to discuss.
Let's see. I probably have so many freaking points I can use. Okay, we got a lot more stuff we can do. Oh my gosh. That's it? Probably more than that. So I know there is one, right, that, yeah, this is the one. That's the one I need. Yeah, I like this one. I'll master it. Damn, I'm already at points. Yeah. Alright, I'll come back. But yeah, I definitely want to use this though. Flames of Rebirth. Before I didn't really need it, but now like they're kind of like upping the stakes a little bit. Yeah, I'll probably switch that out for Flames of Rebirth because I like Scarlet Cyclone for its stagger build-up. And its AoE is really good. Let's see. I really do like Gouge a lot. And it's like... Wicked Wheel is good stagger build-up. I mean, Gouge even more so.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
I'll check it out later.
Sound happy.
What do you suppose it could be?
I got another shard, so I could probably make another weapon. Let's see.
Well?
Phoenix Dash?
So, what it be?
I like it. I don't have any problems with it yet. Okay. Let's see.
And?
For me, the reason I like it is because, you can go straight from the Phoenix Dash, the Phoenix Shift right into, right into like a mortal blow, like when they're down on the ground. Whereas like the stinger, I call it, like the lunge is, you can't really do that as much. You can, sort of, but it's not as good.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
Main theme of Final Fantasy. It's Minas Tirith.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, we will be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
Yeah, they are good at dropping that theme.
The Empire requires. We need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we have sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think that... I don't think
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the blight.
The dark
If
spawn.
there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sandbreck is naught
I never.
without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry. But how much will that cost? And what of our legion? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do.
Next, you'll tell me that there's an archdemon coming in. We have to make Grey Wardens to fight this blight.
Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Author. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. They're in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mine from the mother crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the mother crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
So now you want to do something about the crystals? And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
Avalanche.
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
Not sure that plot point was really necessary, but I guess we'll find out later if it ends up being like something important. But am I gonna bite? Yes, I am. It might be. I mean, I guess like technically, like I guess if you like the materia in 7 is like, I guess the replacement for crystals. And I mean, it's basically the same thing as this, like Mako draining the planet's life energy.
Right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost? It was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No, I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
It's not my problem.
Fine. Tell me where to look.
Are you serious? Thank you.
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies. So, where should I start?
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor. And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
If it's there, I'll find it.
Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
I'm sure he doesn't.
Why not?
Unless it won't last very long out in the elements. I should make for Sambrek as soon as I can.
It'll be interesting, like, I don't know if... It seems like the plot point's, like, thrown in there, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll see. I'll see what happens after all's said and done.
Where are you, Randall?
Is everything all right?
He's invisible.
Forgive me, young man. I was in a world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. You know what it's like out there for a bearer on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Karen does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless. Wait, you were a soldier, were you not? In the Imperial Army?
I was.
Then I ask a favour of you. I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon. Will you go and find him for me?
I'll do what I can.
Oh, thank you.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Randall, and I suspect you'll find him in Lostwing.
Is he a chameleon?
The tavern keeper. He'll know something, I'm sure.
I'll speak to him.
Safe travels, my friend. And thank you again.
No, I'm not gonna prioritize that yet. Alright, is that all the side quests that is currently available in here? Yes. The ones outside I'm not gonna worry about so much. Gotcha. Yeah, like I know there's these. I'm not gonna worry about them. I'm not gonna do every single quest, but I'll do like I'll try and do like a few here and there just to do them.
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales.
Perhaps there's like a new game plus thing that I can do them later if I want to go for a platinum at some point. I don't know how. I haven't looked at the trophies because, in case there's spoilers, I typically don't look at them until, excuse me, until after I finish the main game anyway. But
supplies.
I have a lot of platinums for Final Fantasy, decent amount at least. I have, let's see, I have the one for the 7.
I doubt he could have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter, though.
What is this?
We've come this far. Might as well ask around.
Oh, that's another one. Well, I don't know, maybe. Guess we'll find out.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby.
The 7 poured over to PS3. I have it for 10.
Well, if you do.
Remaster. I have it for 15.
A dog with something in its mouth a little while back.
And 7 remake.
Could have been a piece of paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Which way did it go?
Towards Lostwing. Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village then. Thank you.
Let's see.
Back, are ya? Did Master Quentin summon ya? The shad's all salted and smoked, but it'll be an age before the stink's gone from my skirts.
Doge.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy. Someone's waiting for this.
Actual Frankersy.
He's waited long enough already. Hopefully this will keep our career out of trouble.
A whole day on the line and they're still not dry.
Sun's setting fast. They'll all be back from the vineyard soon.
Then I'll better go give their stews.
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protege. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
I can kill two birds with one stone. Seems I did everything I needed to for the other quests. Just have to do this one now. But I picked them both up at the same time. Usually they're like that. In like 7 Remake, they're kind of like that. You can kind of multitask a lot of quests, side quests. Can I like run? Thank you.
The hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road. Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but reckless sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened. Goblins.
Goblin.
Why am I not surprised?
He's weak to fire. I wasn't even paying attention to him. I just got flattened, bro. Get him repeated. I mean, I still want to call him Rapide. It's probably because it hasn't been that long since I played Tales of Vesperia. I mistimed the dodge again. Oh. I just want to try it out.
This time. Too slow.
Damn, bro. That Flames of Rebirth takes forever to respawn though, or like to cool down. That's the word. I can't like switch it mid fight. It's kind of shitty. I wonder if I can, if I have because I know I have some of these fucking accessories that can reduce some cooldowns. I wonder if I have one specifically for that one. Let's see. No, heat wave, no. I don't. That's okay. I'll just keep what I have. He did. Shit, is he actually dead?
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
Sorry for all the Monsters, Inc. jokes.
That'll be enough for today. But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off to the vineyard to see them?
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the south gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
And you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work, and he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
Cool.
Sun's setting.
What are you selling?
Not much, but you're free to look.
I'll buy one.
I trust
Okay.
it's all here.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier. Didn't sound happy.
Maybe I should just... Oh, there you are. I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And the letter?
Only a little worse for wear.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me then. And all thanks to you. Losing those supplies is one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keeps Sid sane while she's away.
He never mentioned a daughter.
Oh, he's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin boats. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here, for your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
By the way, I forgot to mention. So, ooh, is that level up? When, just going back a couple episodes when I was serving, or maybe it was last episode, yesterday, where I was serving beef stew or whatever. It might have been the first or second episode, I can't remember. I remember, those of you who may have seen it, remember I was like, oh, that gets me in the mood for making something like that. And sure enough, today I made beef stew, and it was good.
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot have in... On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Yeah, I mean, I literally have all the best shit. I don't want to grab that high potion because I feel like they're gonna give it to me. I'll grab one. Why not?
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Rubbing me blind.
Speaking
Well, then sell it at a higher price.
I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, summat foul's brewing. And it ain't tired boiled tea. Just go and see Otto, will you?
All right.
By the way, I am part English, so don't at me. I'm also heavily German, so don't at me about my earlier German impersonation.
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
This?
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
All right, that's good of you, but who is this Dame, and where will I find her?
Benedict, of course.
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman? Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
What's your problem? Oh, Alliant reports are now available. Speaking to Gout. The Alliant report counter. These reports compiled by the Curse Breakers contain information on quests currently available. I don't really understand
I suppose
that.
that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Oh, you're the goat. Otto's put down. Let's not. Any reckon? Anything catch your eye?
I see. I thought it said the Imperial Province of Russia at first. That's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, is it just like the hub for all side quests? Sure enough. Yeah, that's convenient. That's cool. Like I said, I'm not itching to do all the side quests here.
Well, someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then?
Drake's Head is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
Yeah, I've got to say, Clive, man, really, really, really good main character so far. It's like, sure, I know what I said about the whole Chosen One type of deal, like having all these hidden powers and all this shit, but they're handling it really well. They have handled it very, very well. Better than most in that trope. Like, they're winning me over on this one.
So,
I came into this game with very few expectations, one way or the other.
Find Sid in jail before this dame finds me.
Fuck it. And that, like, I'm definitely, like, being won over.
Master Quinton will never forgive me if I don't save that crop.
I'll come back and do all these. Probably. I really just want to progress the story right now. That's right. We've done this before. Yep, the ladder, that's the right way. Yep, there we go. I'm somebody too, like, I don't get like super hyped about a lot of stuff. Like, you can tell by my temperament, like, I don't get like hype very often, but I was starting to, like, you could tell I was really getting into that fucking, that part, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I'm usually like, oh, that's cool, oh, that's pretty cool, oh, yeah. Hey bro, when I got my, like, Dark Souls 1 Deathless, I was just like, oh, there we go. Victory indeed. 3 I was a little bit more like, yes, let's fucking go. Am I going the right way? I think I am. I think it's just gonna take me a roundabout way. I'm not going the right way, I'll just fight a couple extra fights, why not?
It's over.
I just killed him. See what this is. Now maybe if I go back to Sekiro, which I might. I hate to say it, but I might be going back to that game to do another fucking deathless attempt.
Mistakes.
Had a bit of change of heart, I think, unfortunately. There's nothing I hate more than unfinished business. Well, that's not true, but few things I hate more than unfinished business. Especially when I was that close to doing it. But I really did want to move on, and I think it was the right call to move on when I did. It's just that perhaps the time is coming to revisit after 16's over.
Stay down.
I think the game was just trying to tell me something. Back then, it's like, nah, it's not time yet.
Same as the one back at the hideaway. Doesn't seem to be working though.
Guess that's a later thing. Alright, so maybe this is not the right. This looks closer. Dragon Airy. Back to Dark Souls 2. Bear, seek, lest. To be honest, like, I will say, like, that the way, like, Sekiro, I guess if you want to say it treated me, was pretty fucking pathetic. Where pretty much a lot of my death, like my failed runs, were to just something that was like really out of my control in a lot of cases. Like I posted the one on my YouTube channel and it's highlighted on my Twitch of like that stupid glitch that I encountered when I first played the game. But I don't want to talk too much about that game.
Northrend soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
What is my mic picking up? Probably the vibrations.
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless... Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Convenient, Jill's not here.
You say these are all from Dalmekia?
Are you gonna buy something or not?
By any chance, you want to tell me what that rate is? No. But, in all seriousness, Jill's better looking. I would never.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling, welcome to the Vale.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I Don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this.
Losers always whine about their best.
Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
Okay.
Probably start here.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She didn't mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Well then.
Are they gonna let you?
I suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
Guess I can go this way.
And I suppose I'll need to get my
Tell I'm like starting to come down from that brief. Well, I've already come down from that brief high that we had from that fight, man. Also having fun talking to everybody in the chat.
For a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a ruffle branded? Fuck off.
Had a good stream tonight.
He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
That's what we signed up for.
Tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
Gotcha. Just ignoring all these side quests. It's tempting, but like I said, I just want to progress the story right now.
The day may have given you leave to walk freely about Northridge, but
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
He's got awesome voice, man. I wonder who does his voice. To look up the voice actor, see what else he's done, if anything. Fucking awesome.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
Expect us to finish the harvest when the ones the capital sends us are already half stoned.
Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her
Oh, it's Ben Starr.
And I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts.
Sounds familiar.
To have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders
The
stop
fuck
to
else is he
peddle their
doing?
wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarrelling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him
Greenhorn,
out,
okay.
keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
If you want my advice, find the merchant quick and speak to him and only...
I was thinking of another Ben. I was like, is that the guy who voiced the Dew in 3? Oh, no, that's Ben Lepley. That's what I was thinking of.
What's this?
He's really good though. If he's a greenhorn, like, he should do more shit.
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the dame. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
Simp.
It smells of death here, Torgal. Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village.
Give me fire!
Just like that's probably not smart. But... I.
That's enough. You're finished.
It's funny how they, I guess lately they've been, for a lot of like Final Fantasy games, like mainline games, they've been doing a lot of,
A man and a woman.
somewhat relatively unknown people for main characters in the VI world.
Well, the wolves have been busy.
And then some of them have friggin' breakouts, like Ray Chase, afterwards, or because of it. Ray Chase made it fucking huge after Noctis.
Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to see every night. You said her name was Tatienne.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters.
What does it matter? They're dead.
Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
Why'd she go to Moor?
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
Run, Clive, run.
Weren't expecting any new branding until the new moon. You don't think he's a deserter?
If
if it was a message...
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Veil counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Otto mentioned the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
Alright. So that would be... Take a look at the map. Salute, Serezio. Shall we take a look at the list? Let's see. Yeah, so let's rejoin companions, and then that'll probably be a good stopping point. Where I'm honestly ready to stop now, but I do want to just press on a little bit further. Just to have a, you know, like a still have like a decent length episode. Episode, whatever you want to call it. Part. Can I go in here now? I also want to like stop when it makes sense too, so like rejoining seems like the right call, right?
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door.
It's a friggin' mother crystal. That's kind of nuts. I figured that out, thank you.
too? Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
Can I show this on Twitch? Should I say, can I play that audio on Twitch? Is that a thing? I don't even know.
So then,
Maybe me laughing over that was good enough.
In the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrek.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut. And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
What's she doing in the background?
Sid, if the Mother Crystals truly are the cause of the Blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools. And the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. Aye, that'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
Okay. Perfect. I kind of figured we were gonna have like a lengthy cutscene that could kind of extend today's stream a little bit longer.
Sound happy. What do you suppose it could be?
Just quickly check the shops, see if we can see what's going on here. If anything. The flame tongue.
Should last you a good while. That it? Fine.
Oh, that is sick looking. It literally goes perfectly with the outfit too. See that in the light. Oh, dude. That is sick looking. I was gonna say we can always change it back to Invictus in terms of the appearance, but no, I'm digging this. Let's keep that.
Look what the curl dragged in. Go on then.
Go on then. Oops. Okay, we're good. Alright, so let's go ahead and save, and then let's decompress. That's at least what I call it, like kind of talk about what we did. So have like a kind of like where we're at as opposed to last stream. Doesn't tell me how many hours I have, right? I mean, I can already tell you it's like about 12-ish is where we're at now, I guess. Alright. So I mean, if you watched the episode up until now, you know exactly how I feel. I think this game has gotten even better since the last time we played. That was, I mean, that whole set piece, like I said, if you know what I'm talking about when I say Apocalypse, this Aquarius, if you played Final Fantasy 15, you know kind of what I'm talking about when I make that comparison. It felt like that was this game's Apocalypse Aquarius. Had great music too. I'm gonna go through and get that soundtrack as well at some point. Story is really good. Again, I still don't know about this whole, like, it seems like a rehash of like FF7. The whole like crystal thing being, you know, causing the blight. I don't know if it's necessary. Again, I guess we'll see. You know, I'm still open for it to be good because like they've basically won me over with just about everything else in the story, so you know. We'll see on that. I'm just, you know, again, I always make that promise to you guys that I'm going to be brutally honest one way or another how I feel about something when I come across it. No matter if it's popular or unpopular, it doesn't matter to me. I will be very, very brutally honest about something. And so, I do voice my concern that it feels like they're just rehashing the plot, or at least one of the plots for Final Fantasy VII. I just don't know. I don't know where they're going with that. We'll see. Let's see. I mean, yeah, gameplay wise, we're moving along. I'm really enjoying, and I've talked about this before, that they like have really spaced out the mechanics so that you really understand every mechanic before they give you a new one, or at least they give you the opportunity to like master a mechanic on your own before they hand you a new one. And that's been the case so far. And then they given the Devil Trigger or Limit Break, about 10 hours, a little bit more than 10 hours into the game. So it is good. Like, you can kind of like add the new mechanic onto the, what you know so far. And like, I know I keep saying it about like DMC, but it really does feel like it feels like they're taking heavy inspiration from DMC. And I'm not really saying that in a negative way necessarily. it's I think like a Final Fantasy game with that type of gameplay is cool. I think that's a cool like mashup. I don't think it's like, it may not be a direct ripoff. It is like essentially like Lies of P is to like the Souls games and Bloodborne and Sekiro. Where like Lies of P is a cool game on its own that has taken very heavy inspiration from like the Seki Soulsborne franchise and has kind of turned elements to its own. I think in a lot of ways this game has taken elements from DMC and like heavily inspired and have like kind of made it its own thing. With the Final Fantasy brand and like its own Final Fantasy twist to it, to the point where it it still feels like fresh and not a full ripoff, but it does definitely feel heavily inspired. But yeah, I think that's a good stopping point now after talking about that. Definitely, like I'll do like a full talk I think after this game's over, and so there'll probably be a lot of points that I rehash or talk about a lot, or again because I'm trying to kind of like decompress at the end of each part because the game is so long. You'll probably hear me recycle a lot of the same things in the final like review when the game's over, but I think it's good to document it because sometimes your opinion on something can change over time. And so if I say one thing now and then I say the opposite at the end of the game, and you look somewhere in between, you'll see like, I document, I guess, at the end of each part, like, oh, this is where I started to change my opinion on that, or this is where my opinion was reinforced on that. So like even talking about like Clive and his chosen one thing, or he's not really chosen, but he is, but he's not like sort of this very unique icon. I was kind of against it in the beginning, but with the the opinion that okay, it can kind of work if the way they were sort of doing it, because there's risk involved, and I think they've definitely started to win me over on that plot point. I'm still not fully 100% sold on it, but we'll see. But you can see like that my opinion has started to change, and then perhaps by the end I'll have a solid opinion one way or another. But all right, that's gonna go ahead and finish out the stream here. So if you like the content, please be sure to follow on Twitch, sub on YouTube, comment, like on YouTube. It helps me out, helps me get discovered, helps other creators like me get discovered when you do that. Small creators, and it tells me that you want me to keep doing it. So yeah, thank you all for watching. It was a fun stream. We got to interact with people tonight, people I know, either in real life or otherwise. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.